Assalamualaikum and hello again. You're now with me, Muhammad Yusuf, for TVS News at 5. Let us begin with our top story. Sarawak must be financially independent so that it can plan and manage its own development projects. According to Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, Sarawak's dependency on the federal government's allocation for development projects in the past, especially those that concern the rural area, has prompted Sarawak to form its own coalition party.
We had a bad experience of many projects in Sarawak being cancelled during the 22 months of PH government, but thank God we have the strength to deliver the projects for the benefit of the rakyat, particularly through alternative financing provided by the DBOS.
He spoke during the 5th anniversary dinner of the Development Bank of Sarawak, DBOS, on Saturday, October 30th. On DBOS development, the bank has proven its durability as Sarawak was able to resume the development of many projects, especially those that were developed for the benefit of the rural folks.
And therefore, for Sarawak to jumpstart its economy in the direction in which we can take advantage of our reserve financial resources, the Sarawak GPS government through DBOS is now able to provide that direction in a meaningful way and is envisaged to deliver a high impact to the state development, making Sarawak stronger and more prosperous to benefit every Sarawakian.
During the same event, the chairman of DBOS, Tan Sri Dato' Amar Muhammad Morshidi Ghani, stated that DBOS total assets valued stood 9.47 billion ringgit, inclusive of 130.48 million ringgit income as of October 2022. Since DBOS establishment 5 years ago, said Morshidi, the bank has approved a total of 15.27 million ringgit in loan for the development of strategic projects in Sarawak. In line with the post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030, PCDS 2030, the chairman added that DBOS will develop a smart banking app, which requires an in-depth study on green financing and app development. Apart from that, DBOS is also planning to develop a Sharia compliance banking for potential customers.
Moving on to some political development. A political party's manifesto is important for the people to evaluate and study so that they can make informed decisions on whether to vote for the party's candidate or otherwise. Vice President of Parti Pesaka Bumi Putera Bersatu PBB, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said voters can appraise the issues or initiatives put forward by political parties before polling day on November 19th.
Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS Chairman Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg pointed out that GPS's manifesto is focused entirely on the welfare of Sarawak and its people. Karim hopes that the members of the public would evaluate the manifesto in detail and reject problematic parties.
Voters, before they vote, dia akan menilai, mereka akan melihat apakah perjuangan parti, apakah manifestonya. Kalau sebelum masuk dalam pilihan raya sudah menghadapi masalah-masalah seperti ini, bagaimana nak diundi? How are you going to lead us?
Karim said this to reporters after attending the Kuching Jazz 2022 concert on Saturday, October 29th.
The Malaysian Aviation Commission, MAVCOM, is urged to set ceiling prices on flight tickets. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, stressed that this is important to ensure that airlines do not set exorbitant ticket prices that might deter people from frequent travelling.
He pointed out that MAVCOM, as a primary body, should play its role in ensuring that the flight tickets can be bought by all walks of life.
Itu adalah antara yang menyebabkan kita agak risau. Karena connectivity ini kalau kita lepaskan kepada supply and demand, kalau tidak dibuat ceiling yang, then harga tiket akan menambung. Tiap-tiap kali ada event besar macam pilihan raya macam ini, harga tiket jadi tinggi.
He noted that as a prime tourism destination, the Sarawak government has helped the tourism industry by attracting both local and international tourists, which also includes hotel prices offers that do not burden tourists and are affordable.
Our Hilton hotel rate is considered to be among the lowest in the world. Among the lowest in the world. Kalau kita pergi Singapura, kalau kita pergi ke Kuala Lumpur, hotel rate-nya memang tinggi. Kalau di Sarawak, paling tinggi saya rasa 400-500 saja satu malam, paling tinggi. Kalau di Kuala Lumpur 800-700.
Karim was met by reporters after attending the 2022 Kuching Jazz Concert in Kuching Waterfront on Saturday, October 29th. Flight tickets to Sabah and Sarawak allegedly rose immediately after the Election Commission (EC) announced the date of the 15th general election, which at the time flustered the people who want to go back to vote. EC has set November 5th as nomination day, November 15th as early voting day, and polling day on November 19th, 2022.
Airlines in Malaysia have been requested to increase flight frequencies as the day draws near to the 15th general election. Minister of Transport Datuk Seri Dr. Wika Siong said if necessary, airports and flight operations should be extended until midnight.
He added airline companies need to consider a lower airfare to give a fair price for students to go back to their home state. Thus, we said that the Malaysian Aviation Commission, MAVCOM, plays an important role in monitoring airfares and flight schedules for the people. He also assured that all land transportation will be sufficient throughout the GE15 period. We spoke at a media conference after attending the Batu Pahat District National Sports Day and the grant of Malaysia Family Licence Assistance (BLKM).
Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS is expected to present 40 new faces as their candidates for the upcoming 15th general elections. This prediction was made by the Senior Fellow of the Malaysian Council of Professors MPN, Datuk Dr. Janeri Ame, who said that the 14 potential candidates may consist of youth and women from various backgrounds.
Janeri further stated that it is a norm for GPS to include new candidates from various backgrounds as a form of discovering new talents. He also predicts 3 incumbents will make way for new candidates, and they are Datuk Seri Wan Junaidi, Datuk Seri Rohani Karim, and 1 candidate from Seri Aman. He spoke during an interview with Bernama TV on Saturday. Prior to the interview, Sarawak's Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg announced that he will announce all GPS candidates for GE15 by November 3rd.
Bawakan perkembangan terkini pilihan raya umum Malaysia ke-15.
Kupasan dan analisis isu semasa bersama pakar tempatan.
Menampilkan tetamu jemputan dalam industri.
Mengangkat aspirasi rakyat, suara anda kami dengar.
Perbincangan kami bawakan
hingga malam penentuan siapakah yang bakal dipilih Mentadbir Negara.
Seperti yang dapat dilihat di sini,
Keadaannya lancar dan didapati
terdapat 539 pengundi
melaksanakan tanggungjawab mereka membuang undi.
Parlimen Kanawin diterajui dengan majoriti 12,328 undi.
bersama kami dalam Malaysia Decides.
Ada DBOS.
Welcome back. And now onto some global updates. The Halloween celebration in South Korea's capital, Seoul, turned into tragedy when a massive crowd of costumed individuals surged into an alley. According to the Seoul's emergency authority, the stampede caused the death of 151 people, which mainly consists of youths in their teens and early 20s. 19 were foreigners, while 82 others were reported injured and are currently being treated at the nearest hospital. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol made a visit to the scene earlier today and declared a national mourning period shortly after his visit.
A tragedy and disaster that should not have happened took place in the heart of Seoul during Halloween celebration last night. I express my condolences to the victims of unexpected incident and hope the people who were injured will get better soon. My heart goes out to family members of the victims who are suffering from the heartbreak of losing loved ones. The government will designate a period of national mourning from today until the incident is brought under control and will put top priority in state affairs in recovery and follow-up measures of the incident.
Meanwhile, in Mexico, the country celebrated Halloween Eve with monumental skeletons and spectacular altars mounted on Friday, October 28th at Zocalo, Mexico City's main square. This year's gigantic, colorful skeletons, some as high as 12 meters, pleasantly surprised passers who were seen taking photographs next to them.
Holly Wren, an English tourist enjoying the city, told Reuters she was amazed to see the tradition still alive and the people actively taking part in it. The exhibition shows gigantic skeletons with an average height of 7 meters, representing the 31 states of the Mexican Republic and its capital. The oversized figures are decorated with motifs and traditional clothing from each region. Fused with Catholics' festival of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, the Day of the Dead is one of the most deep-rooted traditions in Mexico, celebrated by millions of people from Mayan Indians in the tropical south to urban professionals in Mexico City. The Day of the Dead festival originates from a pre-Hispanic Aztec belief that the dead return to Earth one day each year to visit their loved ones. Mexicans set out food and drinks for their departed loved ones and built colorful altars that celebrate their lives. The November 2nd Dia de Muertos, or All Souls Day, interweaves Spanish influences with indigenous ancestor worship in South America, especially in places with strong indigenous populations such as Mexico, Guatemala, Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador.
Don't forget to catch the third episode of TVS's new reality program, Getaran Jiwa, this Friday, beginning with the Debaran Jiwa capsule at 7:30 p.m., followed by Getaran Jiwa live concert at 8:45 p.m. The public is also invited to watch the concert at MBKA's Stadium Bintawa. For more information, follow Getaran Jiwa official Facebook page and Instagram. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally, just a click away by heading on to our website at www.tvstv.my or by following us on our social media platform. And also, don't forget to catch our comprehensive discussion on GE15 with our daily coverage of Malaysia Decides at 2 p.m. And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. Once again, my name is Muhammad Yusuf. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day ahead.